Hi there. Happy end of winter, I guess, would be the sentiment that I have for the day. We've had a lot of rain, so hopefully into spring we get a little bit of sun coming out. But look, I just wanted to add a video component to the email that we're sending out. We have been sending out monthly emails to our new leads and to our funded clients. What we're looking to do from this month on is to begin a monthly series with our project clients, clients who have worked with us for many, many years now, and for those that have just begun working with us. The key thing that we want to push through is market sentiment, not just about what our subjective observations are, but actually what are we seeing from the data, aggregating together a whole range of client account detail that we have, anonymizing that information, and then giving insight as to what's the total spend that's happening in market, what's the total revenue that's being generated from that spend, what's happening with the return on ad spend for clients, and generally speaking, where are we at year on year for those metrics. Now, we're looking to include a range of detail, and we'll expand upon this because that's something that we've been asked for in the past. Where are you compared to other businesses? And we've, again, as I said, anonymized this information. However, it is still relevant to you, and you can use that as a talking point with your project manager to say, hey, look, why is the average higher than us? Or, hey, we're doing quite well compared to the average. It gives us something to drill into and to continue to refine. There are two major new releases that have occurred with Google in the last couple of months. The first being Performance Max. Now, I'm not a big fan of Performance Max. I believe that it is far too broad-based for the type of skill set that Wonks has developed for our clients. I mean, we know a lot about what's going on. We've really honed down the analytics, and we've got good targeting. We know where we're going with it. We're using the machine learning to either target revenue or lead generation. And so because of that, when we introduced a broad-based campaign as recommended by Google, it created a lot of instability. We saw an increase in return on ad spend to start with, and then we saw a decline. We've seen some stabilization occur now, but then Google turned around and said to us, oh, you didn't need to upgrade your shopping campaigns. You could have kept, you didn't need to create a Performance Max campaign. You could have kept the shopping campaign. This was not clear from Google at the outset. They really suggested to the world, hey, look, it's a global rollout. You should be using this. And I think that this speaks to a diligence perspective in terms of what we see moving forward, especially now that we live in a world of GA4. And so that's the other key thing that has come out recently is GA4. I'll just say to the Performance Max side of it, yes, it has utility. And if you don't have shopping campaigns running at the moment, then it makes sense to run with a Performance Max campaign from this point forward. But that, I'm a little bit cynical about when Google says that, hey, look, there's this new product and it's going to make the world amazing. Because if you look at the share price 2 quarters later, I bet you they've seen an increase. They're very shrewd about how they go about this. So to the GA4 point, look, we're getting closer and closer to that time when if you don't have GA4 configured, then you are going to be in a little bit of trouble. They will deprecate Universal Analytics on the 1st of July, and all of that data will be deleted, I guess, stopped as of the 31st of December, both of those being in 2023. So you've got 10 months at this point to get the GA4 configured to best practice, and then you've got 16 months thereabouts to make sure that you've got it all moved across. For the vast majority of our clients, we did actually create GA4 accounts. We did this roughly 12 months ago, but in the 12 months since 2021 to 2022, what we have seen is there has been adaptation. There has been more detail been released by Google, and so we do think there will be a need for an upgrade to occur. We did do it pro bono. We did it for free last year. Unfortunately, because of the nature of the configuration, it has to be unique to you and your business. If Universal Analytics it gave you everything and you opted out of the data, GA4 is the reverse. You need to opt in to the data. You need to decide what you want to track. And so because of that, it does require a deeper strategic understanding. Critically, if you don't do your GA4 configuration correctly, when the machine learning starts to take the GA4 signals far more aggressively, imagining that being the 1st of July 2023, you will be left behind and your competitors will get ahead. So something really important for that to be understood. Every single one of our staff in the month of September will complete the certification exam that came out last week. And so we as a company will begin living GA4 from the 1st of January next year, though we will obviously still be able to support you with universal analytics. We will be GA4 first organization. Just briefly, in terms of the last piece of detail that will be in the email, was my phone out. I have a phone out every fortnight on Heather Duplessis Allen Show on ZB. You can see the whole history of those on our website. They are notoriously difficult to write the detail for. At 5:52 on a Tuesday, I really just prefer to go home and maybe have a beer, but I have to be pretty onto it. There's 50,000 people listening to those phone outs. And so we thought, hey, we yes, great that people have heard it, but let's also include it in the correspondence that we send out moving forward. So probably this is a little bit longer of a video than I intended. I rambled probably a wee bit, and if you've gotten to this point, thank you. I hope that this video finds you well and that you have a great spring. Talk to you later.